Hello and welcome to episode 7, and we're not playing Atletico Madrid. It's a highlights from the Atletico Madrid game. We scored first. Phil Jones put us ahead to make it 1-0 in the 70th minute. Quite late on. It was a long and boring episode. As you can see, a lot of highlights at the bottom there, and it was a hard game. It was hard to break them down, but we did in the end. It wasn't the most exciting game, if I'm honest. A lot of very poor highlights. They couldn't really call them highlights, but Hernandez finished the game off in the fourth minute of added time. It was only 3 minutes of added time. Well, supposed to be only 3 minutes, but obviously there was 4. And today we are playing Catania or Catania, as you probably. Oh God. Well, yeah, we're playing them, and I'll get to you in a minute. Hi, welcome back, and we're playing Catania or Catania. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but I'm just going to say Catania. So they're playing with a 4-2-3-1, a bit more compact than we normally do when we play. Going with Sidigu in goal, Van der Veal, who's had a good couple of games, are pretty much our strongest back line ahead, except for Coentrao at the moment. Thiago Silva, Sacco, Taiwo, who had a really good game a couple of games ago, and Mavia, who started his career at AC Milan really well. Ashtore, who's starting to come into form now. Sanchez, Robinho on the wings, who again probably haven't had the best of starts, but are doing a bit inconsistent, but they do the job, I guess. Cassano starts up front with Hernandez, who got injured in the Atletico Madrid game. I'm not sure how long he's out for. Sorry about that. So let's get on with it. And tactics changing. Not sure about that. Split view. Hang on. I gotta change this up. Actually, I've got to do show highlights in highlight mode. Not extended key. No wonder the last couple of episodes have been so action packed. No wonder. Okay, so that's sorted. I thought it was on that. Anyway, this is the first episode which I will be editing using Sony Vegas, which I got a couple of days ago actually. I didn't really start learning how to use it till yesterday, and I've sort of got it sus now. All the rendering settings are all sorted, and I had to change the resolution that I play Football Manager in itself. To get their widescreen HD, as many of you, well, all of you should know, my Football Manager videos have been sort of had, when you watch them in the standard view, when you first load the video, it will have the two lines on the sides, on the right and the left of it, and when you put it into full screen, the whole video will pop up on the whole screen, whole of your screen, or should have done. I think for mobile devices it didn't, but I don't think many of you watch it on mobile devices, but now it will be sort of like Media Machinima's videos where they're sort of widescreen, and we're in here. Cassano, I thought he was going to finish that. Sort of like Media Machinima's where they're, widescreen and HD as well. It will be actual HD, because I think my other videos haven't really been HD. They've sort of said 1080p, but it wasn't really HD, I don't think. So this will be actual HD, 720p. What else? I think if you watch... Oh, he scored! It looked like an own goal. It's Cassano! He's actually scored, so it's his first goal of the season, and once again he's proving how good he can be when he's up front rather than in the midfield, so that has backed his case again. But the thing is, I really want to play Pato up front. I think he'll be a bit more devastating getting in behind defences, but I don't really see much of a long-term future for Cassano at AC Milan. This is obviously his second season. If I decide to do a third, you'll obviously see that. And anyway, what was I saying? I think due to the resolution that I have to play Football Manager, and it's the second goal. Robinho scores, and it's his first goal of the season, so he's off the mark as well. That's really good for those two players' confidence. Basically, the resolution I play Football Manager in is 1,280 by 768. That's the resolution. That is because obviously I think in Sony Vegas you have to do HD. It says one of the presets is HD 1280 by 720, and the smallest one I can do width wise is 768. Got cramp in my foot. Oh God, cramp is so underrated. The smallest one I can do is 1280 by 768. That's the smallest one I can do width-wise, 768. So when you watch it in the standard view, rather there'll still be bars on the right and left, but they'll be very, very tiny. You won't be able. Well, you probably will notice them, but they will be very, very small. So instead of there being huge bars on the left and right, it'll be on the top and bottom. So, but it will be HD now, which is a positive thing. So yeah, I'm using Sony Vegas now, and I think basically Sony Vegas had nothing to do with the widescreen HD thing that I've got going on now, as compared to before. That was all about my my resolution while playing Football Manager, because my monitor is actually quite big. So enough of that. I think in the last episode I had to, because obviously you just saw that the highlights were on extended, so the games were a lot bigger. They turned out to be 30 minutes, 20 minutes, and that was I knew that was probably the problem, and it was basically me talking about transfer deadline day in the last episode, and I had to cut some bits out to make it fit 15 minutes, which is my limit on YouTube. 15 minutes is the highest, it's the longest video I can release on YouTube, and I had to cut a lot of it down, and I was talking about deadline day for Arsenal, and I was going through the 5 different transfers that we made on the last 2 days, which were Santos, Park Ju-young, Mertesacker, and I've forgotten the rest. Arteta, Ben Ayoun, and yeah, I think I've said them all, haven't I? Park Ju-young, Mertesacker, Arteta, Ben Ayoun, Santos, and Pastore scores 3-0, and we're cruising. It's a bit of I had a bit of a different team talk with the team today. I said I expect a win, but Hernandez and Lukaku have been really, really inconsistent, as well as my wingers, in Rubinho and Sanchez and even Cassano. I think at the end of the season I'm going to have some new blood on the wings, and that's a promise. And Taiwo doesn't get a yellow card, actually. Why is it always a striker that's booked for us? I mean, Abel Hernandez and Ibrahimovic just get yellow cards for fun. Oh, look at that. Hernandez is in. He was beyond his defender. And Cassano didn't play him in. Now Morimoto is in. Lopez hits the bar. That was such poor. That's what I was talking about before with his poor defensive qualities, Taiwo. Seagu easily collects that one. That was barely anything for him. But the problem I have with this game, actually... Oh, God, I've got to make some subs. I'll join you after the subs. I really don't like having the subs put in. Actually, I'll do it. Fuck it. It probably won't be that long. It's basically the goalkeepers. They always get low ratings. Okay, Silva. What's happened to you? We'll bring on Flamini for Mavia. Lukaku for Hernandez, and last change will be Sanchez has done all right, hasn't he? We'll take off Silva because his condition didn't look too good. But yeah, the keepers, they always seem to get low ratings for me. I don't know if they're not even, like, Sirigu's not even playing bad. He's not conceding. Well, he did concede quite a few in the Kivo game. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. I was saying Kivio, and someone had a go at me. What was it? I think it's Kivo because the it's Chivevo. Yeah, there's no I before the O, so it must be something like Kivo, or Kivo, Chivo, something like that. Goalkeepers. Oh God, Pastore. How many times have we seen him do that? Just dribble away from a defender on that the left-hand side of the box and put it wide. So he always goes on the left, doesn't he? I've noticed that. Well, Pastore's hurt. It looks like. He's hurt. Doesn't look like it'll be too serious. It'll probably be one of those that you can run off. But 1 minute of added time, and it's pretty much over now. The game, that was a lot swifter and a lot better in my view. The game barely had to do anything other than make substitutes. So, Jones came on. that's it. We'll check. I'll show you the extent of Ibrahimovic's injury, and as you can see, Pastore's condition just went down. It's a good performance. Continue. This will probably take the piss because I've got fraps in the background, so processing takes quite a bit. Well, Chelsea's Alex ruled out for 3 months. He's a good defender as well in the game. He was someone that I wanted Arsenal to buy in real life. And anyway, let's have a look at other results. Into winning 3-1. Cagliari beating Roma 1-0 at home. Barreto score? Yeah, he did. Barreto still on amazing goal scoring form. Cavani, who I was actually looking at. Oh wait, I just clicked that one. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Rubinho inspires. Well, Hazard's coming back, and that's good. I'll sort that out in a minute. Let's have a look at Ibrahimovic, who is injured. His first touch has gone up very nice. Gash leg, so he should be back in for the next game. Pato might, no, he won't be, but his acceleration has gone down, but it'll probably go back up. It does that when players get injured, and Gattuso has has pulled a hamstring, but his stats are still going up, which is quite nice to see anyway. So that's going to be the end of this episode. I think it looks like it might be an international break. Yeah, is it? Yeah, it's an international break, but we've got Atalanta after that, so I'll see you for that at home.